So what a wonderful evening and what a great place to be tonight. It may be a little wet outside, but we're not going to let that dampen our spirits inside. We have a wonderful evening planned for you tonight. Another wonderful group of volunteers first of all, we would like to thank our sponsors for being here tonight. This event would not be possible without your support. We're also very grateful for the media that comes each year to support this event and cover it for us in our news media. So we thank you, Noonan Times-Herald and Winters Publication, for being here this evening. Thank you so much. We also want to thank WOW, who is also here. Since last year's charity of choice for Cynthia Bennett was Meals on Wheels, tonight we're going to be highlighting that organization. Our event is hosted by the Kiwanis clubs of Coweta County and continues to be a collaborative effort by these 4 Kiwanis clubs, along with the leadership of the last 5 Citizens of the Year. So one of you 10 who were nominated this year will become a member of our committee next year. The mission of Kiwanis is that we are a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. That's why as Kiwanians we feel so strongly about supporting this event and hosting it each year for our community. Tonight we are grateful to Southern States Bank, right here in front of us, for being our presenting sponsor this year. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Our presenting sponsor has made a donation of $2,500, with part of that donation going to the use of this lovely facility, and $1,000 of that being donated to the charity of choice for the new Citizen of the Year. Last year, $1,000 was donated to Meals on Wheels on behalf of Cynthia Bennett. So many of you in this room are eligible to be selected as Citizens of the Year. The qualifications are very simply volunteer in Coweta County and in the surrounding areas. Over the past 10 years, now I didn't go all the way back, but just the last 10 years, we've honored 77 volunteers in our community. Isn't that awesome? Well, our applications come out each fall, and some of you've gotten used to asking for them, but if you don't know where they are, the Chamber always puts it on their website for us so we can go there and find it. But we just want to say thank you so much for being with us this evening. We hope you enjoy the food, the fellowship, and being with your friends. So at this time, Karen Goodell-Webb will lead us in our invocation. Rodney Mowry will lead us in the pledge to the flag, and Elsie Lane will lead us in a patriotic song. If you would all please stand.
If you please bow your head in prayer. Dear Lord, we gather here tonight with hearts full of gratitude and admiration. We thank you for this momentous occasion where we come together to recognize and celebrate excellence. We are humbled by the incredible talents and achievements of the individuals in our midst. Their dedication, hard work, and commitment have brought them to this point, and for that we are truly thankful. As we embark on this awards banquet, we ask for your presence to guide us. May this evening be a testament to the power of dedication and the beauty of recognizing excellence. Bless each recipient with continued success and inspire us all to strive for greatness in our own endeavors. With gratitude in our hearts, we say, Amen.
We're blessed to have a country that we still have freedom in. We have a flag that we can salute, and there's a song like it. Recognize it. Pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. In 1918, Sergeant Irvin Berlin, Sergeant, I didn't get far with that. In 1918, Sergeant Irvin Berlin in the U.S. Army stationed in Long Beach, Long Island, New York, wrote a song about his country. But he didn't have a place to sing it. He didn't have an event that really called for it. 20 years later, he dusted that song off and tweaked it a little bit and introduced it to the country. It starts off like this. Sometimes we don't know the first part. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, may we swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we lift our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
It's now my pleasure to recognize our outstanding chamber. The chamber helps us every year with our event by helping with the nomination process, marketing through the website and email, and preparing the packets for the selection committee, and with our ticket distribution. I'm sure many of you went by the chamber to get your tickets this year. So we thank you very much, Candace, Valerie, and staff. We couldn't do it without you, and we're very grateful for your help. Thank you so much. Dr. Bob Heberlin could not be with us this evening, and speaking on behalf of the chamber is Garnet Reynolds.
Good evening. As Nancy said, thank you, Nancy. My name is Garnet Reynolds. I am market president for Southern States Bank in Coweta County. I'm also the 2025 chamber chair elect. So I'm the lucky guy filling in for Bob if you don't get for Dr. Bob this evening. The first comments I'd like to make are thank you to Kiwanis of Coweta County. As Nancy said earlier, this event has been going on for 32 years. In the last 17 of those, I believe that the Kiwanis clubs of Coweta have helped masterfully facilitate a wonderful evening. And thank you all, the Kiwanis, for partnering with the Chamber to allow us the opportunity to promote this event throughout our community. At the Newnan Coweta Chamber of Commerce, our mission is to champion economic prosperity for our members. In 2024, we have a robust work plan that we're all excited about that's going to do just that for our members, with a wide brand of programs and business connections that we hope all of you will take advantage of, that will help our members thrive. Some of those events that we're looking forward to this year, and on August 28th, right here at the Newnan Center, we'll host our second annual Forward Coweta Summit that focuses on civic engagement. Something we're very proud of that just concluded today at the Central Education Center. I see our CEC crowd out there. They've got to be tired, because Coweta Works is the best thing that can happen in our community, with the industries in this room that have helped our 8th graders get so excited about workforce. And they're being introduced to so much at that program that is helped facilitate by the Chamber. We also have a grant program that's helping with Coweta Workup, that's promoting talent development. Next week, we will open applications for our 29th year of Leadership Coweta, which is an excellent program. We see a lot of graduates in here, and if you have not participated, I invite you to fill out an application. Lastly, this is an election year. We'll be hosting candidate forums, Pancake with Politics after our legislation session, and many other public events for opportunities for the public to meet our candidates. I'd like to conclude on behalf of our Board of Directors, our Chamber staff, by congratulating our nominees. Our community is great because you are in it. And I'm very thankful that all of you have chosen a mindset of service above self. Thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a great evening.
Garnett's also on the Citizen of the Year Committee. So before we recognize our nominees this year, we want to honor those that have received the award in the past, our Citizen of the Year Hall of Fame. So our past Citizens of the Year can be identified by the medallions hanging around their necks. That's what they have. And as I call the past Citizens of the Year, I would like for you to stand and remain standing until we have recognized all of them. And if you would please hold your applause until we introduce all of them, and then we can show our appreciation at the end. Mr. Joe Crane, he is our Senior Citizen of the Year that's still living. 1994 Citizen of the Year. Mike Barber, 1995, oh, there's Mike. Dennis McIntyre, 1999. Let's see here, Don Phillips. And Don, it was in 2000. Bill Lofton, 2001. Is Bernie Parks here? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see you way over there. Okay. And Bernie was 2002. Bill Headley is, I don't know that Bill. Oh, good. All right. I missed you when you came in. Bill Headley, 2005. Don Chapman, 2009. Blake Bass, 2011. Let's see, Steve, I haven't seen Steve Mader tonight. Let's see here. Kay Crosby is 2018. I can't forget my friend Mr. Bob Coggin down there. 2016. And my friend Betty Hickman, 2013 over here. All right. Kay Crosby. Where's Kay? Okay, back in the back, 2018. Marie Swope, 2019. Garnett, 2020. Norma Haynes, 2022. And Cynthia Bennett, 2023. right, awesome. That's wonderful. So as a tribute to these wonderful people, we want to share a documentary about the Citizen of the Year program. We started our documentary about 10 years ago, and each year we revise it and edit it by the broadcast department at Central Education Center. Would you students please stand so we can recognize you? They are under the leadership of Pat Patton. Stand and be recognized so we can see their instructor. As well as through the partnership with WOW. So we are so honored to have you students with us here tonight recording the event. They were also instrumental in putting the video together that you are about ready to see. And what I thought was very interesting, I was told that these students have personally been involved with 4 out of the 10 nominees tonight. So that's awesome. It's very personal for them as well. And they are our up-and-coming volunteers. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. So this year's presentation will include a special message from our current Citizen of the Year, Cynthia Bennett, highlights from the Meals on Wheels, which was her charity of choice, and as well as recognition of our past Citizens of the Year. So if I can direct your attention to our screen, please enjoy.
Well, I took basic at Fort McClellan, Alabama. I took my medical training at Fort Sam Houston, Texas. My duty station was Fort Lee. That's when I volunteered for Vietnam. I am so proud of being a veteran, especially a woman veteran. I was very short on money. My husband had passed away and I needed food and I needed any help I could get. I got to visit the distribution center and you would not believe the meals that they send out. They are giving us so much. They are helping so many people, and they could use more donors.
She gave me a date, but she told the girl that tried to get a date me, that little boy, he's too little. He couldn't thrill my big toe. And so here we are 63 years later, and I'm still trying to thrill that big toe. I didn't have this like I told my kids I had it. Y'all don't have to worry about this. I got this. 2 weeks into this, I said, I ain't got this. You know, because then my knees and things started acting up. I've enjoyed it. They've been a great enjoyment for us and help. The hospital was my joy. I really enjoy working there, meeting people. I'm a people person. And then I became a physical therapy technician. I worked as a CNA, which was in the nurse assistant, you know, certified nurse assistant. And then I worked as a physical therapy tech, got certified in that. And then time came when my time just ran out. There's the delivering or the meal. There's the nicer people that you ever could meet. And I know the people preparing it are the same. I'm just grateful, and I thank God for them because, hey, if it weren't for them, what would we do?
It was so wonderful. Here he comes with my Model T. And then he said, get in here and drive this thing. I said, no, I can't do it, but I'll ride. And he had a special place in the carport for my T-Model to stay. I had 3 girls and 1 boy, and 13 grandchildren. Oh, God. And all my children are with the Lord. I just want to thank all of you that do for Meals on Wheels, because that is a wonderful, precious thing going. I thank God for it. I don't believe I miss a day saying thank you, Lord, for what they are so good to me. And I just love them. They are precious people. They are so good to me. I don't know what I'd do without them. I really don't. Thank God for them every day.
tonight we're honoring 10 very outstanding citizens in our community. They're all leaders. They are inspiring to others, deeply involved in our community, working behind the scenes, not looking for recognition, and volunteering unselfishly with servant hearts and a given spirit. Among this group tonight, we have CEOs, we have educators, we have medical personnel, we have artists, and we have retirees. All 10 of them have truly made a difference in our community. So I'm going to ask Cynthia Bennett to come up to the stage now to assist with the presentation of our 10 nominees. Our first nominee to be recognized tonight is April Anderson. April, if you will come forward, please. The stairs are on the other side. FYI nominees, the stairs are over here. April Anderson's strong sense of community and giving back started at a very early age and continued into early adulthood as she delivered Meals on Wheels in another location with her young children, not only giving back, but demonstrating to her children the importance of self-sacrifice and giving back to the community. After moving to Coweta County 16 years ago, April didn't waste time looking for ways to get involved in her new community. She began volunteering at Bridging the Gap and then became involved with So Good Center, later to become Mission I-58. Her passion in helping feed the hungry continued to grow, and in 2010, April launched Backpack Buddies in Georgia, where she still serves as the board chair. Her work with Backpack Buddies serves 1,300 children in the Coweta County school system every week, ensuring those children do not go hungry over the weekend. April's work with Backpack Buddies led her to start a summer camp at the Sonoy Housing Authority, not only to create a safe place for children, but to ensure they were all properly fed. Additionally, April joined the Sonoy Downtown Development Authority in 2017, helping move Sonoy to the next level, partnering the Downtown Development Authority with Sonoy's nonprofits like the Sonoy Area Historical Society, the Sonoy Optimists, and the Coweta Street Park Initiative. April has taken the goal of Sonoy to be the perfect setting for life and extended it to all of Coweta. Please join me in honoring April Anderson. Just as a side note, all of these people are involved in so many things. I only have time to hit the highlights, or we'd be here until midnight. Our next nominee is Dee Lattimore Berry. Dee Lattimore Berry is a founding member of the Grantville Kiwanis Club and a member of the Grantville City Council. She has served the community in many capacities throughout her years. Dee is active in the Troup County Coweta Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Coweta County Genealogical Society, Georgia Association of Educators, the National Education Association, and the Mothers Board of the Greater Jehovah Baptist Church. Dee has led fundraising efforts to support the March of Dimes and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Additionally, she has helped seniors and low-income families with their income taxes, assisted with voter registration, and hosted a nonprofit training workshop. Dee is described as a civic-minded community advocate who works with charitable and benevolent organizations to assist seniors, honor veterans and active military, and protect and mentor youth. Please join me in honoring Dee Lattimore Berry. Our next nominee to be recognized is Pat Craven. Pat Craven was a young widow with 2 young sons when she began working for the Coweta County school system. During her 30 years with the school system, she volunteered as a 4-H leader, served the Community Welcome House Board of Directors, served as the local Red Cross finance officer, and worked with Hurricane Katrina survivors who fled to Coweta. She not only helped organize the Coweta Emergency Response Team, she was also a member of the first class. Pat serves quietly without any need for recognition. For 25 years, she has supported the men and women in Coweta County Public Safety as secretary of the Noonan Coweta Public Safety Foundation and heads the foundation's scholarship committee. Pat has volunteered at the Habitat for Humanity Restore, supports survivors and caregivers through the local cancer support group, is an active member of the Coweta Association of Retired Educators and Royal Baptist Church, and for 30 years she has served in various offices of the Georgia Elks Aidmore Auxiliary, supporting Aidmore Children's Home. Please join me in honoring Pat Craven. Our next nominee is Pam Gable. Pam is a volunteer caseworker for the American Red Cross and a member of the board of directors for the Coweta Community Foundation and Southern Art Dance. Pam founded the Sustainable Housing Task Force, which has helped develop a strategic plan to address the critical matters of affordable housing for workforce and low-income families. She also remains committed to addressing homelessness. While the focus group was dealing with the challenges of housing for lower-income residents and those who had lost homes or jobs, the group brought local nonprofits together and got them talking and working together. While working with the American Red Cross, Pam assisted those whose homes were damaged or destroyed by fire or other disasters. Most of her clients were uninsured and didn't have many options. Pam's grant writing skills have played a big role in securing funding for educational initiatives, including $140,000 in classroom STEM field trips. Pam's exemplary leadership, her vision, commitment, and creative initiatives have left an indelible mark on Coweta County, positively impacting the lives of its residents. Please join me in honoring Pam Gable. Our next nominee is Dean Jackson. Dean Jackson was born, raised, and educated right here in Coweta County. After graduating from Georgia State, he returned to Coweta County, where he currently serves as Public Information Officer for Coweta Schools. Throughout his professional career, Dean has used his professional knowledge to select his focus in his personal volunteer life. He's given his time and talents for projects that promote growth and improvement throughout Coweta. He believes in the importance of developing future leaders and has served as chair of Leadership Coweta, as well as co-founder and co-chair of the Noonan Coweta Youth Leadership Program. Additionally, he served on behalf of the Flint River District Coweta Council of the Boy Scouts of America. Dean has served in a number of organizations, including chair of the Coweta County Convention and Visitors Bureau, chair of the Noonan Coweta Chamber, and most recently, chair of the Coweta Community Foundation, to name only a few. As chair of the Coweta Community Foundation, Dean worked closely with other community organizations to navigate through the pandemic in 2020, and then the devastating tornado which struck Noonan and Coweta County. Dean is grounded in his knowledge of the community and knows when to be a leader and when to be a team player, always thinking of the best practices when approaching any challenge. Please join me in honoring Dean Jackson. Our next nominee is Doug Keys. Doug, I was told most of these folks in here have had contact with you some way or another. Well, as most of you know, Doug Keys is a professional musician and was nominated for his lifelong commitment to providing opportunities for local musicians. Doug's local business, Musicology, a music school, teaches hundreds of students each week with instructors for voice, piano, drums, guitar, banjo, and bass. Musicology also offers recitals, camps, and opportunities for performances throughout the Southeast. Beginning his career at the Heritage School as a music teacher, Doug started their band program and guitar program. He also helped develop the music program at Central Education Center, with our students back there, while continuing to work as a full-time musician. And I saw in the paper today you've been honored for your guitar track with the Lax Band. Okay, I don't know who they are, but I'm sure they're well known. But I think their single just got a gold. That means how many thousands of records? 500,000 records. Doug currently serves on the Noonan Cultural Arts Commission and is a member of the board of the patrons for the Nixon Center. Doug has a vision that music itself plays a powerful role in bringing people together and tirelessly donates his time and talent to bring music to events that inspire, elevate, and bond people together. For almost 35 years, Doug has mentored, nourished, and educated not only young musicians, but also musicians that are young at heart. He has done more than his part to make this community of musicians rich and vibrant. Please join me in honoring Doug Keys. Our next honoree is Gerald Kemp. Gerald Kemp is a local community leader and employee of Ameris Bank who has spent many years serving the community in various capacities through church, schools, and civic and business organizations. As a community leader, Gerald shares a common vision by participating in organizations whose primary focus is education, healthcare, quality of life, and not-for-profit, to name only a few. Gerald's greatest impact is on our school system. As a long-term member of Elevate Coweta students, Gerald has committed to make a difference by mentoring young children. He's helped youth believe that they can be whatever they choose to be by making good decisions and being the best they can be. Gerald has always carried an enthusiastic, positive attitude. He's affiliated with many local organizations, including the Noonan Rotary Club, Elevate Coweta Students, Zion Hill Baptist Church, the Noonan Coweta Chamber, and the University of West Georgia. Gerald represents himself as a model citizen who exemplifies character, leadership, and community involvement. Please join me in honoring Gerald Kemp. Our next honoree is Dr. Jamie Rutledge. Jamie Rutledge is a full-time nurse practitioner who practices neurology-based fitness and provides medical consultation. Her family oversees an emotional healing ministry called Restoring Your Heart, in which she helps people understand their emotions, conquer shame, and process pain and trauma. She also spends up to 10 hours a week tutoring elementary and middle school children. Her work with the Noonan Cultural Arts Commission has made a significant impact. She's led the Ayrshire Fiddle Orchestra Steering Committee and has helped organize the Jazz in the Park and Friends of Wadsworth concerts. Thanks to Jamie, Noonan is attracting bigger musical acts, has greatly increased the number of cultural arts events Noonan can offer its citizens, and is especially mindful when it comes to bringing in more diverse music, theater, and dance performers. Event turnout has greatly improved, and the Noonan Cultural Arts Commission is reaching a broader audience. Please join me in honoring Dr. Jamie Rutledge. Our next nominee is Chris Stevens. Chris Stevens is President and CEO of Coweta Fayette EMC. Chris holds an electrical engineering degree from Georgia Tech. He's been actively involved in the community through local organizations, charities, and governmental entities. One of his efforts at Coweta Fayette EMC includes the Operation Roundup program, which allows EMC members the opportunity to round up their bills to the nearest dollar and donate the difference to charity. Charitable organizations then have the opportunity to apply for those grants. Many of you in here, I'm sure, have been recipients of those funds. Since its inception, the program has raised more than $6 million for local charities. Additionally, Chris has fostered partnerships between Coweta Fayette EMC and institutions like the University of West Georgia, which allows EMC employees and their families and their family members to attend school at a reduced tuition rate. Beyond his professional role, Chris is actively involved in numerous community outreach programs, economic development efforts, and government education initiatives that showcase his profound concern for this community. Please join me in honoring Chris Stevens. And our last nominee for the evening, and certainly not the least, is Mr. Guy Ward. Robert Guy Ward is a mortgage producing sales manager with Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Guy is a Newnan native who currently serves on the board of directors for the Coweta County Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He's also served on the Homeowner Services Committee for Newnan Coweta Habitat for Humanity. Guy is a former executive board member of the Newnan Coweta Board of Realtors in 2021 through 23 and currently chairs the Strategic Partners Committee and other committees on the board. Guy is a deacon at First Baptist Church and an assistant scoutmaster for Boy Scouts of America. Guy has touched many people through the years and has quietly made an impact on their lives. As one of the people who nominated him says, everything he does is from the heart, and he's one of the good guys. Please join me in honoring Guy Ward. As you've heard, we have 10 very outstanding nominees, all very deserving of this prestigious award, and I'm so glad that's one thing I don't have to do. To select this year's recipient, there was a selection committee that is composed of all the past Citizens of the Year. The committee reviews all of the nomination applications very carefully, and they make the selection by secret ballot. No one knows who will receive this award except the selection committee. It's kept very close to the vest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to find out who among these 10 nominees will be our next Citizen of the Year for 2024. Cynthia Bennett will make the announcement and the presentation.
Good evening. Those were some pretty amazing bios, and we are so fortunate to have all of these people in our community working for such a great quality of life. I am very pleased to announce that the recipient of the 2024 Citizen of the Year Award is Gerald Kemp. Thank you to the generosity of our presenting sponsor. We are so pleased tonight to present a donation in the amount of $1,000 to Gerald's charity of choice, which is Elevate Coweta.
I'm about 100 times more shocked that I was named as opposed to being nominated. It's a great honor. First I want to say, I just thank God for leading me and my family here to Coweta County some 33 years ago. I want to thank the Kiwanis Club and all those who were involved in making this event happen year after year. And to the nominees, I mean, all of are so worthy. You are why Coweta County is what it is today. Like 33 years ago, my wife and I, we thought that Coweta County would be a good place to raise a family, to work, live, and play. But some 33 years later, we realized that Coweta County is a great place. And it's because of all the people like you, the people in this room here. Like I said, I'm just lost for words. Didn't have anything prepared because I thought it was an afterthought. But thank you, and thanks to all of my friends and everyone that I come in contact with here in Coweta County. I mean, we're just great people, great people. And I've had some great mentors here, just blessed and proud to be a Coweta County. Thank you.
Ms. Norma Haynes will give our closing remarks. Gerald said, I don't have anything prepared. I said, just speak from the heart.
It's awful to get old. I'm not old, I'm just worn out. I want to thank all of y'all for being here tonight. When I look out, I get emotional because I see so much of all of you who have done so much to make this county the wonderful place that I've been raised in and grown up in and gonna die in. Praise the Lord. But I have to say this. Nobody knows just what this woman, Nancy Walden, does to make this event the huge success that it is. She goes way beyond the call of duty. She goes way beyond the call of duty in more ways than I could ever tell you. Will you please join me in rising and giving a great round of applause? Many others have made this a night to remember. You've already heard so many thanks going out to so many sponsors and how grateful we are to all of them, and especially we want to thank the Life of the South for the catering tonight, for the Newland Center and the staff, the chamber, and you've already heard of all the others whom Nancy has named. And I especially want to thank the 2023 Citizen of the Year Planning and Selection Committee. Those of you who are on that committee, would you please stand? Of course, we could never do this without our table sponsors who are listed in the program. You've got the program, it tells you everything, and it tells you all about everybody that's made this wonderful. We'll always be indebted to you. We thank the Master Gardeners and Kim Magna for the flowers on the table, and the Grantville Kiwanis Club who helped provide the flowers on the table, and we thank you profusely. To those of you who were nominated, thank you for all that you have done to help us in so many ways. We will never forget you and your contributions to Coweta County. You're very special in so many ways. God has been good to us, and we appreciate it if the Kiwanis here tonight will stay and for a short time and help us take care of our final obligations. I pray God's blessings on each of you, on your families, on our county, our state, and God bless America. Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope you had a wonderful evening and safe travels home. We are dismissed.